Really excited to welcome special guest Manny Diaz. Thanks for being with us, Coach. You've had just heck of a season, 9 wins, and what you've done. And really, it's been about a year since you've been here, right? So first of all, thanks for being here. But then, most importantly, how are you feeling, and how do you feel about year one?
We feel great. To win 9 in the regular season, it's only been done around here a few times. And we've got a special group of guys that they looked at, hey, don't tell them this has not been done in a long time or never been done before. That's the stuff they want to accomplish. And now they've earned a bowl game at a place we've never been before in Jacksonville, which is a great destination in January, to do something again that we've never done before, which is to go win the Gator Bowl.
That's right. Well, we'll all be obviously behind you guys and rooting for you with that. I remember when you came here about a year ago, you spoke to our team after the game. You came in the locker room and you talked about defense.
Yeah.
And you've backed up what you said. Obviously, you love defense, but you guys have had a great defense this year. What's the making of a great defense to you? Like, how's your defense? What's it built on? And as you reflect on this season, obviously a game to go still, but what's been the strength of our defense this year from your perspective?
It's funny. We've been saying that the defense determines whether you win or lose. The offense determines by how many. And I've watched Duke basketball teams through the years, including your team, just play phenomenal defense. And I feel like our two sports, really there's some similarities. Offense is about rhythm, it's about flow, it's about timing. So to play great on defense, you have to be able to disrupt those 3 things. And just like you guys have done through the years of just playing very tight man coverage, to contest everything and to make everything hard and to force the opposition into low percentage shots. And that's what we do on the football field. We don't play man all the time, but the first thing we do is we play man, and to have great players like Chandler Rivers who can really excel in a system where he can lock down another team's best wide receiver, make a quarterback have to hold on to the ball, so then the pass rush has a chance to eat. I think we're 3rd in the country in sacks. And then all of a sudden now you get a lot of guys around the quarterback, the ball's in harm's way, and I think same thing, I think we're 1 or 2 in the country in forcing turnovers. And then like in your sport, turnovers create fast break opportunities the other way, that sets up the offense. So I think there's a lot of same as in how we piece together strategically how we want to win the game with our defense.
Well, I think it's, for our guys too, we've talked about you can control all of that. And as much as you like to control making and missing shots, sometimes that's the way it goes. And that's the one thing you can always hang your hat on. Do you feel like that's a reason we've won a lot of close games this year? You guys have. I mean, I think it's 6 games within a touchdown. Do you look at the defense? Do you look at the culture? Obviously, there's a lot of decisions that you have to make in real time to win. But that's a big-time accomplishment to be able to win close games. How were you guys able to do that?
Yeah, it's probably more than one thing, as you mentioned. Certainly, being able to play great defense and close out games is important. But I think it goes back to sort of a philosophy. I mean, we expect to win the game on the last play of the game. We go into every game saying we're going to win on the last play. If we win sooner, we'll take that as well, but we don't expect anything to be easy. We have a saying we use every week is that winning is simple, it's just never easy. You can always say how to win a game, everybody score more points or do this or do that, but those things inherently that sound simple are never easy to do. And so I think we're built for 4 quarters. David Feely, our strength coach, does a great job. Physically, I think our guys feel like they get stronger as the game goes longer. But I think at the end of games, I think it's mentally. And I always feel like your sport's always done such a better job of practicing, end of game situations, out of bounds plays and whatnot. And football, if I had to be critical against us as a profession, we just practice plays a lot. And plays are good, but situational awareness is what really matters. And every Wednesday during the week, we put our offense in a pretty unadvantageous position. Only a timeout, maybe have to drive the field, needing a field goal to win, to get them operating under that pressure, while at the same time the defense has to operate in that pressure of like, hey, they got to go in there and close the game out.
Duke All Access is brought to you by Gatorade. It fuels the best because it is the best. By Continental Tire, the smart choice in tires. And by Coke Zero Sugar. Tackle game day with a great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
you can feel confident Continental is the smart choice in tires.
Can they handle extremes?
Yep. Tested from the Texas desert to near the Arctic Circle.
Really?
Really.
Anything for the guy who finds that one pothole?
Yeah, road hazard coverage has your back.
For real?
Absolutely.
Were they made by like a bajillion engineers?
Well, closer to 100. Continental. Welcome to the smart choice in tires.
Sam, since this is your first Get Holiday Ready sales event, let me introduce you to the full lineup of Ford SUVs. Keep it festive, Morgan.
How fun!
That's Blake and Bailey. They're our Bronco experts.
Goat modes goes over any type of terrain.
And of course, Ford F-Series, best-selling trucks for 47 years. The Get Holiday Ready sales event.
Chills.
Get 1.9 for 60 plus up to $6,500 total savings on a 2024 Ford F-150 Hybrid.
From creating memories to finding the perfect gift, let us make this holiday season a little easier. Right now, save up to $60 on select AS battery sets. Happy holidays from Steel.
One thing that's interesting with what you're saying, we're working on as a team right now with our program, but is normalizing that the game's not perfect, at the same time having high standards and holding your players to those standards. And so for you, how do you manage those two things? Because like you said, you're not always in ideal situations, but then having the confidence that you've practiced it, that you've worked on it, and there's clarity for what you're doing. Just would love your thoughts on that, just how you manage that with your team.
Yeah, it's so fascinating that you guys are going through that, because I think every coach in the country would be concerned about that. I think at Duke, it's what I've found, it's even more poignant here because this place attracts people who have been held to very high standards their entire life. And that's their superpower, but usually your superpower is where your kryptonite is. And what we have found is that perfectionism is our kryptonite, right? Our guys are pleasers. They want to do it exactly the way you tell them as a coach. But the game is about failure, and it's about your relationship with failure. And by the time we get to the end of our game or your game, you're going to have made a lot of mistakes. And if you're not in the present moment, if your mind is still somewhere in the past, you're going to have no chance to ultimately, at the end of the day, do simple things in not so simple times. Right. And so we preach that all the time. And I think it's a universal problem in sports. I think it's something that's also at Duke is a little bit unique to us.
I agree 100%. You mentioned Duke, specific to us, so it's been about a year now. What's one thing that's maybe surprised you, or that's been different than you thought, or how? Just give us one thing that you've been that's taken you by surprise since you've been here.
I don't know if it's a surprise. It's what I hoped.
Yeah.
Is just how these guys want to be coached really hard. They want to be coached really well. They hold us to a standard, right? If you have as a coach, if you don't explain it in appropriate detail, they'll ask you the questions. And so the way they go hard for each other, and on game day, they just their effort and their togetherness on game day, things that you want to take credit for as a coach. And I think that, again, is because there has to be a commonality of just to get into Duke. You're not just talented. There has to be something more about you. And I think when our guys get in the locker room and they get to know each other, they all feel like, wow, was I raised in your house? Like, I feel like we're the same guy. And that breeds a very, very tight team chemistry.
Well, you can see what you have on the court, but on the field with what you guys done. It's been so much fun to watch. I think I'd be regretful if I didn't touch on, we're coaching at fascinating times, right? And we have a roster of 15 guys. You have to update me because the number changes. The number going forward next year. What's the number now for you guys?
Yeah, so our total roster will be at 105.
Okay.
Not necessarily all on scholarship. We've always had 85 on scholarship, but we were at about 113 as a total roster this year. And so everybody in the country's got to get down to 105. It's going to be a transformative event for our sport. So 105, and you have the transfer portal as the season's going on, basically. Obviously, it's a great thing playing a late bowl game. How have you
what's your philosophy with handling the transfer portal, and how would you even try to start to explain, what it's like and the decisions that go into being a big-time football coach at a big-time program now?
Yeah, it's absurd that we have our portal open while we're still competing.
Right.
It'd be like the basketball portal opening right before the NCAA tournament begins. But we have to manage that. I think the portal is something that we always want to use to supplement our roster. We still want to let Duke Superpower be its superpower. We want to attract great high school talent, great high school students that want to graduate from Duke. And I think that sets us apart right now. We're not just a program that people can just change and, we're not just a football school. Right. Like we offer more than just the athletic experience. And that is going to help allow our players want to stay here for the duration. And there's not a lot of the schools in the country that can say that right now. Now, to that point, a year ago, we lost a lot of guys. So we had to get a lot of guys in the portal. We lost a lot of age. Not as much this year. So our portal recruiting this year can be more selective, more precise, maybe just a guy at this spot, a guy at that spot. But the number one thing with any addition, look, I'm sure you feel the same way, is how will impact the locker room. Morale is always first. This guy might be talented, but is he our type of guy? Is he a Duke type of guy? And now, having been here a year, you can really see more and more who that is.
And, I still don't know how you do it, because for me, it's, you're watching all 15 guys, and for us, we have 12 on scholarship this year. It's anywhere from 11 to 13 on scholarship each year. But trying to watch, the amount of guys you need to, right? The players in a short period of time. Right. I assume your staff plays a critical role in identifying talent, character. Give us just, if you could, what that process is like for you guys with having such a big roster, obviously. Yeah,
you're always mining, whether looking for guys in the portal, the same way we do high school evaluation. John Garrett's our general manager. He's got a great staff of basically scouts. And when someone pops up, they get eyes on them. We use analytics also. There's an analytics company that I know we both use that kind of assess value to these guys. And then the coaches got to get involved. And so what I want from a head coach standpoint is I want as many opinions as possible to find out if they're the right person. And then it's like speed dating now, right? Because these kids are making decisions really quickly. So it's very hard to assess personality, character, those type things in a short amount of time. What I've noticed is the parents tell you a lot of the story. When you get to meet the parents in person, you can really find out who the Duke families are by just looking mom and dad in the eye, and you see a pattern there as well.
Well, it's I completely empathize with that process. Although I don't know if anybody can fully understand, especially for you guys in season.
Right.
Like, that's a different animal. Look, we're all excited, beyond excited for the Gator Bowl. Can you give us a preview of what that looks like?
Yeah.
And obviously, I know it's a big-time challenge against a great football team. But what does that look like for us? And
yeah, it's what we deserve, right? When you win a lot of games, you're going to go play somebody that's really good, and so you don't shy away from that. This is preparing us for the next step in our program. If we want to go deep in the postseason, like the way you guys schedule this year, you're going to find somebody big and spooky when you get there.
That's right.
And so I think our players are excited about the challenge of going up against a team like Ole Miss. They're defensively, what we've done this season in terms of tackle for loss, turnovers, like I mentioned, sacks, like we're top 3 in almost all those categories. I think they're 1 in almost all those categories. So it's 2 highly disruptive defenses. It's to be a great challenge for our offensive line. Then a very experienced quarterback and a very explosive offense. So, but these are the games you want to coach in. These are the games you want to play in. And as you elevate your program, these are the settings that we want to normalize. We want to normalize. Why is it a big-time game? Because Duke's bus pulled up. And we show up, it's a big-time game. And this is what our players deserve after the success they had this year.
Well, it's been amazing to watch you guys. Thanks for spending a little time, especially before the Gator Bowl. And the whole Duke community, whole Duke family will be rooting for you guys.
Yeah, thank you for having me. This was
Thanks
pretty
a
fun.
lot.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Thanks.
Celebrate the moments that matter with a beautiful piece of jewelry or a luxury timepiece from Reed's. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments.
It's bow time.
It's not just football season. It's tailgate season.
And this season includes every kind of football.
Crispy.
Will you accept this leg?
And everything that's not.
Because it doesn't matter where you tailgate, with crispy hand-breaded chicken and scratch-made biscuits.
It's her!
You're not just tailgating. You're tailgating like a legend.
It's bow time. Head to Bojangles and grab your tailgate box today.
From creating memories to finding the perfect gift, let us make this holiday season a little easier. Right now, save up to $60 on select AS battery sets. Happy holidays from Steel.
The shotgun to throw Murphy. Backpedal, steps up in the pocket, fires downfield, got his man Panko. He's got it in stride 30, 25, 20. One play. How about a touchdown? Eli Panko takes it 86 yards on senior night. First and 10 off the 34. From the shotgun, Murphy ready. Here's the snap. Looking down the middle again, takes it up top. There's Jordan Moore, and there's a touchdown. We knew it was coming, and Jordan Moore is in the end zone for the third time this year.
Eli Panko and Jordan Moore have been two of the biggest impactful players on our team this year. You know, Eli won our offensive MVP award, Jordan won our team MVP award, and to have two guys like that at wide receiver, making plays throughout the year, but their stories are so unique. You know, Eli coming off of back-to-back years of dealing with injuries, Jordan Moore starting his career as a quarterback. And I think what that shows is they both possess an unbelievable work ethic. They have willed themselves into being big-time players, and our team has benefited because of it.
And here's the snap. Four-man rush. He's got all day. Down the middle. He's got Eli Panko streaming across the 30, inside the 20. Get off me! Down to the 6-yard line where it's going to be first and goal. Everybody ready? And here's the snap. Gonna throw. Has all day. Fires. End zone. It's caught. And it's Eli Panko for the touchdown. And number 4 getting his dance on, and why not? It's been a long time since he's been in the end zone. On 2nd and 10, here's the snap. Four-man rush, has time, fires to the right. Oh, what a catch! Jordan Moore at the 22! Full extension for a pickup of 11 and a first down. Here's the shotgun snap, gonna throw to the left, looking for Panko. He's got it! Touchdown! The Blue Devils do it again in double overtime. Murphy from the shotgun takes the snap, deep drop, has time, loads the cannon, launches it for Moore on the right. He's got it at the Tar Heel 29-yard line. What a catch by Jordan Moore. Here's the snap. They bring 5. He's got time underneath. He's got Panko 15. Chase into the edge. 10-5 touchdown. Eli Panko won the foot race. And the Blue Devils are in the end zone. 26 seconds to play until the break. And from the shotgun, Murphy ready. Here's the snap. Gonna throw. Rolls to the right. Looking downfield. Looking for a chunk play to Moore. Oh! With one hand! He brings it in at the 19-yard line. My goodness, what a catch! Meanwhile, Murphy to throw to the left. He's got Panko again. The defender fell down across midfield, 45 and 40. It's a foot race. It's over. Panko's done it again. And he's doubled the lead with 8:40 to go in the opening quarter. It's 13-0 with the extra point to come. This time from 77 yards out.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess, right? Just keep going to number 4 in the passing game.
Blue Devils leading 5-0. Deep drop all day. Murphy gonna load the cannon on the right for Jordan Moore. And it's a touchdown! Jordan Moore from 45 yards out has his 6th of the season. Here's the snap. Murphy to throw, looking to the left. Nobody open, looks back to the right. Fires down the sideline for Jordan Moore. He's got it! It's a touchdown with no time on the clock. The Blue Devils have won in Winston-Salem. A walk-off touchdown for Jordan Moore. Do you believe it? 23-17, the final score. My goodness, they've done it on the road. Unbelievable. From Malik Murphy and company, they walk it off in Winston-Salem. A 39-yard touchdown strike. And what a way to cap the career of Jordan Moore.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with the Ford crew. Final day.
What do we got?
Big inventory, big deals, and a big grand finale final day's finish. Ford SUVs.
Bring it, Mother Nature!
The Built Wild Bronco family.
Goat modes.
Goes over any type of terrain.
She knows.
F-Series, best-selling truck for 47 years.
Final days. Exciting.
Yeah.
Hurry, get 1.9% for 60 months plus $93.92 in total savings on a 2024 Ford F-150 hybrid.
Turn up the heat on the competition this season with CPI Security, proud partner of the Duke Blue Devils.
You can feel confident Continental is the smart choice in tires.
Can they handle extremes?
Yep. Tested from the Texas desert to near the Arctic Circle.
Really?
Really.
Anything for the guy who finds that one pothole?
Yeah, road hazard coverage has your back.
For real?
Absolutely.
Were they made by like a bajillion engineers?
Well, closer to 100. Continental. Welcome to the smart choice in tires.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
Duke Basketball 360, presented by Continental Tire, the smart choice in tires.
Before the Blue Devils break for the holidays, there's work to be done in the ACC. It's Duke and Georgia Tech, and off we go from Atlanta. Blue Devils in search of their first lead of the day, trailing 4-3. Knipple has it on the left, gives it to Malawach, right back to Khan. Left side three, good. And the Blue Devils do have the lead. It's 6-4. Dongo fumbled it into the hands of Tyrese Proctor. Along the left sidelines, Cooper Flag, a race to the hoop. Oh, he won it! And a two-hand stuff. And just like that, the Blue Devils are doubling up the Yellow Jackets. It's 12-6.
What a burst from Cooper to get the finish at the rim.
Another theft, and here they come, leading by 7. Into the right corner, Tyrese Proctor. Into the paint, put it up. Oh! Reversed it off the window, backwards over his head.
Not sure he can see the rim, but we saw the ball go in. It's 17-8.
A trick shot to build a 9-point lead. Back up top, James, right side three. Good again. The Blue Devils cooking, and they're up by 14. 10 to shoot. Dribbles back up top, feeds Knipple. Long three. Got it. Oh, Con Knipple on a heater. He's got 9, his third three, and the Blue Devils are up 32-18. A handoff for Isaiah Evans, and now Brown has it up top. Back to the left, Cooper. Room to shoot from three, and he hit it. Cooper Flag has his first three of the day, and the Blue Devils are filling it up from outside. Rebound tapped by Cooper Flag, claimed by James. Dumped it off to Cooper, goes up, reversed it, could finish. Malawach there to dunk it down, and now he's certainly into double figures, and the lead swells to 16. Malawach a catch. Waiting in tight space, feeds Cooper Flag on the left, can't hit the three. Malawach another offensive rebound, no reset. Found Cooper slicing in to punch it down, and a two-hand flex as well.
Happy birthday, Cooper.
Dongo has it, 4 to shoot, threw it into space, stolen by Knipple. A free run to the rim, and he'll punch it down.
Terry threw some token pressure at him at the end, but Kahn would not be denied, and the bench is going berserk.
Knipple off of a screen set by Kaman, probing. The lob is there. There's Kaman to throw it down. They've done that a couple times today. He's got 13. 82-56 will be the final score. The Middle's dominance in this series continues. They've now won 79 of the 104 meetings, including 18 of the last 20.
Well, I think the potential for our defense is to be as good as anybody in the country, and the talent is there on that end of the floor. But more importantly, the will and the competitiveness to guard the ball, to defend collectively, is absolutely there. And so our group, I think the versatility is huge for us. We need to continue to develop our habits and get tighter with everything that we do. But I love this group's intensity on that end of the floor, and that ultimately is what defines what you can do in a March run. It's an exciting time now that we're getting into ACC play fully. I always think of January as a month that defines you, as a basketball team. And for our guys, there's a lot to work on, but there's a lot of exciting things that this group has already done and will continue to improve on. So I love this group. Getting started here again, fully in ACC play, could not be more thrilled to get going.